Good morning everyone. In today's video, I'm going to be holding your hand and showing you guys a step-by-step guide to onboarding into Stepn OG. In the next video, I will focus on Stepn Go, so just bear with me. The very first place we're going to go to is fslid.com, and then from there, you can then create your FSL ID, and this basically is a one-stop shop to the FSL ecosystem, which includes ogstepn.com, Stepn Go, like there's Door, there's more, and a bunch of other useful apps that we will use in the next video. But for now, create your account, use your email, and then from there, you can then hit this button and it takes you to ogstepn.com. And this is where we're going to first download the app. So if you're on Apple, hit the Apple Store. If you're on Android, go to the Google Play Store. Basically, if you're on anything else, just scan this QR code basically. Download the app, and you will then hit and see the wonderful button and get the app of Stepn. It will be the green one, so that's just how you tell. It's just called Stepn. It's not called Stepn OG. And then Stepn Go is the purple one that's called Stepn Go. So you get your Stepn app. Once it's downloaded, you can then hit enter, join the game. And once you're in the game, you would then have to enter your email address and password that you made with FSL ID. And then from there, you basically click login. There will be a requirement for an activation code. Don't worry about it. You can literally just put a comment down below and I will send you an activation code. If that doesn't work or I'm responding too slow for you, you can just hit this Discord link from the Stepn OG app. It takes you to the Stepn Discord channel where you'll have access to some amazing moderators, some amazing teammates, and just the community as a whole. From there, you'll access the general group chat. So just go down until you get to the activation code part. You can see I posted my activation code a few minutes ago. Once you're in the activation code part, just copy, paste, and you're good to go. Paste it into your app, and then you will have access to the Stepn Go app, and you can then access as much as you want. So the only warning and thing I will say to you guys is if you're on your Apple, so just jumping back onto my app now, you can see that Apple has a different system where it uses something called Spark. We don't want to use Spark. So Spark is basically Stepn's agreement with Apple to charge their customers fiat cash instead of crypto, but Apple then takes a huge fee. I think it's like a 30% premium. So if we look at shoe prices here versus on the marketplace, Stepn is currently charging for the cheapest shoe on the Apple Store. It's 234 Spark, which it's roughly, I don't know, well, 200 Stepn Spark is selling at the moment for 88 Hong Kong, which is about $10. So we're looking at about $223, where you can get a shoe here. Sorry, you can get a shoe here for about 241 GGT. So we can just quickly go look and then just go here and go here. And then it's 241 GMT. Whoops, go away. $241, it's $15. So Stepn, like with Spark, they're charging you more than 30% or about 40%. They're charging you, 22, 23 US dollars, where GMT converter, if we use GMT, we can get it for way cheaper, like 40% cheaper. So don't use Spark if you're playing on Apple. What you want to do instead is hit the top right button and you get your spending wallet and you get your actual wallet. Don't worry, you don't need to worry too much about blockchain right now. If you're a crypto native, just there should be a button, literally just hit create wallet. It will give you your seed phrase, write that down, keep that safe and secure. you can then use that later on and you can input it into like a Phantom wallet, and then you can have access on your phone and on your Phantom wallet on your computer, which is what I do. But for now, what you want to do is you create your wallet, and then from your wallet, you can then click copy, and you can, like, I'm on the Solana blockchain, but basically what you want to do is you want to fund your wallet. So the easiest way to do it, in my case, I'm on the Solana blockchain. So I'm going to hit receive, and then I can copy the address, or I can just scan the QR code, and I can send from either a hot wallet or just an exchange wallet. I can send some Solana into my account to fund it. Once it's inside, I can then just hit swap. I go to my Solana, and I, like, let's say I wanted to buy that shoe. I just would put, I don't know, let's hit max for now. I know I don't need to do max, but I could put in like 0.2, and then that would give me 500 GMT, which would be more than enough to buy my first shoe. I'd only need about, 0.1, and then that would be enough GMT to buy my first shoe. I would then hit swap, and then I would then be funded my GMT. From there, we need to send it into our spending wallet, which is basically just hitting transfer, and then we hit to spending, and then we can then go GMT, we can go all, confirm transfer, and then the money will be sent from the wallet into the spending, which we still can't access the marketplace if we are on Apple. So what we would then do is, if we're on Apple, we then go to this website. This is our next step. We go to m.stepn.com, which is marketplace.stepn.com. I don't know if they have the link here. Maybe they do. Okay, cool, they do. So basically, for all, I want you guys to be as safe as possible. I don't want you to be clicking dodgy links. If you don't trust me, that's okay. Like I said, we're just going to go from ogstepn.com, hit the marketplace button. It takes you here. What you then do is you hit login, and you can then have access to the normal marketplace, but instead you're not hit by the Spark Apple paywall. If you are on Android, you don't even have to worry about this. You can just access the marketplace from your phone. You don't need to log in from your computer or a different site. If you're on your phone and you don't have access to a computer, you can literally just open a tab and open m.marketplace on your phone. It doesn't have to be a computer. I'm just jumping between the two while recording this video. So now you have to basically make your pick and buy your first shoe. You have to decide between things like minting, levels, your quality, your class, walker, jogging, running. There is a lot to take in. Don't just buy the first shoe. Once again, there's so many tips and tricks, like the difference between a level 5 and a super high, let's say level 27, it's not even 10%. It's like less than 10%. So for 10% more, you get a crazy amount of levels. It's just, it will be night and day in terms of rewards and performance. So the next website we're going to do is you are going to use a Stepn.guide, which is basically the calculator. Because like I said, let's say you had a walker, and for the sake of argument, it's going to be base. I don't want to go too much into this just because I've made so many videos on these type of these are where I specialize in, like the tips and tricks and to avoid mistakes. So just go check out any of my different Stepn videos for OG or Go. You can literally go there. There's a playlist all about Stepn, and there's tons of useful content about picking some shoes, best tips and tricks. So just go check that out basically. But for the sake of just this example, I'm going to show you. Let's say you bought the cheapest shoe, which was a level 5, versus paying 10% more to get a level 27. Just to quickly show you, and then I'm just using base stats, and then if we hit max, so that's how you upgrade it, you would be earning 6.5 GST a day. If you just spend 10% more and we got it to level 27, hit max, you can then see for 10% more, you are getting more than double the amount at 14.91 daily income. So this is just something you have to do. Check out some of my videos. There's other tips and tricks, what types of shoes to pick. the different gemstones if you want to quickly add those as well. They're not very expensive, which ones to get. Like I said, there's a lot to take in when joining Stepn, so I highly recommend you go and just read the how to play, read the white paper, check out some old videos. It does help. But for the sake of this argument, let's just say we bought the cheapest shoe. You will then have your first shoe in the app. Jumping back over to the app, you would then have your first shoe. Main things to maintain is just monitor your repair and your durability, monitor your HP restoration. But for now, all you have to do is you hit the start button and you go for your walk, and you will earn your first ever GST. Welcome to Stepn. Catch you guys in the next one.